Hello everybody, I'm Rachel. I'm the director of the Friends of Friendless Churches. Thank you all so much for your support in 2020. Despite everything, despite the pandemic, the setbacks, everything, we did manage to achieve quite a lot, so thank you for your support. I thought it would be useful if I told you a little bit about what 2021 has in store for us. So at the moment we have 21 repair projects going on all across England and Wales. Now that ranges from everything from re-roofing and drainage in Yorkshire, re-roofing and plasterwork in Gwynedd, wall painting conservation in Lincolnshire, monument restoration in Pembrokeshire, glazing in Dorset, ruin stabilisation in Devon. The works, we've got it all going on. So it's going to be quite a busy year. Despite that, we are also looking to take on some more churches. So there are 4 churches that we'd like to rescue in 2021. 2 in England, 2 in Wales. The ones in England are, well, one of them is quite an interesting late Georgian reinvention of some Romanesque ruins. And the other one in England is an exuberant Butterfield restoration of a rural medieval church. Now, we figured out how we're going to fund both of those repair projects and how we can take them on and how we can manage them, which is great. The 2 in Wales are a little bit more tricky. So one is in Pembrokeshire. It's got that gorgeous typical Pembrokeshire tapering tower. Within, it's really cavernous, it's got wall paintings, and for me what's most interesting is the tower is actually also a dovecot, which was new to me, but if anybody knows of other examples, I'd be very pleased to hear of them. Now this church isn't in the best condition. It's incredibly damp. It needs entire new roofs throughout and a lot of conservation work to the internal walls. Moving eastwards to Monmouthshire, there's a church there where we've had a connection for a really long time. Since the 1950s we've been involved with that church. Now, it is a small grade 2-star church in a bend in the River Monnow. It was thatched until the late 19th century, and at that point the thatch was removed and stone tiles put on the roof. And these tiles are just far too heavy for the timber structure underneath. And what they've been doing over the last 150 years is pushing the roof out. So the roof has spread so much on the north side that there's just 20 millimetres of bearing, which is kind of quite scary. And inside we've done some investigations, and we've found that every single principal rafter has snapped and there is damage to every single truss. So we have taken some temporary measures to prop the roof, to buy ourselves some time, but really we have to figure out how we are going to repair this church and the church in Pembrokeshire. Not just how we're going to repair them, but how we're going to finance that repair. I mean, combined, just to make these churches safe to enter and put them into kind of a decent state of repair is going to cost over £400,000. That's a huge amount of money for a tiny organisation like us. There is, we've still just got 1 full-time and 1 part-time member of staff, but we really want to save these churches. We're here for the challenge, yeah, so hopefully I can come back on here later in the year with a positive update on where we are with all of them. But just to say thank you again for all of your support, and a reminder that we do have a membership scheme and we're always grateful for donations, and yes, thank you, and yes, speak to you soon.